Well, it was a bit of a wet start for us this morning. We had the rain that tracked through our northern counties. You can see the wet roads we started off with in Decorah. And then from there, a fairly cloudy morning. Looked a little bit gloomy as we started off the day, but some of those clouds have been decreasing. They've been trekking out to the east. There's some sunshine that showed up in the middle of the morning, and we've been seeing more and more of that as the day has gone on. So it's really not too bad out there, but here's a look at some of the radar estimates. Of course, no rain for the southern half of the area. Most of this was along and north of Highway 20, and I would even say along and north of Highway 3 at that. But especially in these darker green colors through parts of Winneshiek, Fayette, Clayton County, that's where we saw some spots over an inch of rain, which again, it's been really hard to come by rain recently. So that was nice to see out there. But now we're going to head back to a dry period through most of the weekend, and then maybe early next week we'll pick up some more rain and storm chances. Should be a lot of sunshine, a beautiful mid-September afternoon out there. We'll have mostly clear skies into tonight. The one thing we'll look out for is not necessarily rain, but as temperatures cool down and the winds are light tonight, some areas of fog may show up, and that fog could be on the dense side, so plan for that into Thursday morning's commute, and then we'll get back to more sunshine for your Thursday, and things look to stay fairly quiet into Friday as well. We should have plenty of sunshine, just maybe more of a mix of sun and clouds. Otherwise, we are going to be heating on up. A warm front is going to come through late Friday, and that could give us a chance for an isolated storm overnight Friday. But things will dry out Saturday and Sunday, allowing the temperatures to get back into the low 90s. Going to be sizzling as we go through the weekend and still well above normal as we go into early next week with those highs in the mid 80s. Today, not quite as hot. We're going to have those highs about the mid to upper 70s north and east, some low to mid 80s elsewhere. Again, lots of sunshine out there, and we'll have a light and variable wind, so not much of a breeze. But then tonight, a 5-mile-per-hour wind, but some areas of fog showing up with lows down to the mid-50s. That is pretty normal for this time of the year. Here's your city-by-city forecast. The warm-up continues. More sunshine Thursday. That puts us in the low to mid-80s. And then Friday, a shot at perhaps 90-degree highs for Iowa City. Not quite that warm elsewhere, but still going to be about 10-ish degrees above normal. And then, of course, the low 90s on the way Saturday and Sunday. And basically, the humidity is returning today. It's going to stay dew points in the mid-60s through the weekend. That could push the heat index into the mid-90s this weekend before the chance for rain and storms early next week. And that should help to cool us down ever so slightly into the mid-80s for highs.